Alright, let's talk about what might be the biggest shakeup in global trade this year, President Trump's brand new tariffs, and what it means for you, me, and everyone's wallet. On July 7th, President Trump fired off a round of letters to leaders of 14 different countries, announcing new tariffs, some of them as high as 40%. Yeah, you heard that right. 40%. This move, which he's calling reciprocal, is supposed to fight back against what he says are unfair trade deficits and policies that are hurting American-made goods. But, spoiler alert, it's already setting off alarm bells from Wall Street to Tokyo. Let's break down the numbers, because this isn't just a headline, it's seriously huge. These 14 countries sent $465 billion worth of goods to the US in 2024. Just Japan and South Korea, they're responsible for 60% of that, $280 billion. We're talking cars, semiconductors, medicine, and even platinum. Here's how the new tariffs stack up. Japan, South Korea, and Malaysia got hit with a 25% tariff. South Africa and Bosnia and Herzegovina faced 30%. Thailand and Cambodia, 36%. And countries like Kazakhstan, Indonesia, and Bangladesh could see tariffs as high as 40%. That's not just a little bump, that's a tidal wave for anyone importing from or exporting to the US. Now, the European Union didn't get a letter this time, but Ireland's officials are already chiming in, expecting to negotiate before the new deadline, August 1st. Trump's made it clear, the tariffs might not be 100% firm if countries want to come back to the table. But for now, that clock is ticking. So, what does this mean for the markets? Well, let's just say investors were not happy. Within hours of the announcement, the Dow tanked by over 400 points, the S&P 500 dropped nearly 0.8%, and the Nasdaq slid almost a full percentage point. Even huge car makers like Toyota and Nissan saw their US stock prices take a nosedive. That's the kind of reaction you'd expect when hundreds of billions of dollars in trade are suddenly hanging in the balance. And the international pushback? Oh, it's coming in hot. Japan called the move deeply regrettable but said they're ready to keep talking. South Korea promised immediate, bold action if things get out of hand. Thailand feels it can negotiate a better deal. Malaysia's hoping for something mutually beneficial. And South Africa? President Ramaphosa says the numbers Trump's using are just plain wrong. Trump's message is pretty clear. If these countries want to avoid the tariffs, start making your goods here in the US. But if anyone tries to fight back by slapping tariffs on us, Trump's threatening to double down even harder. So what's next? With a deadline set for August 1st and global leaders scrambling, I'm keeping a close eye on every update. This could mean everything from pricier cars and gadgets to big changes in what we buy and where it's made. Is this a master move to bring jobs back home, or is it a risk that could set off a global trade war? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. With tariffs this high, nobody's going to get away with business as usual. I want to know what you think. Will these tariffs help American workers, or is this just going to drive up prices and spark a trade war? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is only just getting started.